Hi everybody, welcome back to Barbara's Den. In this video I just wanted to do a quick video. I was just watching You Too Can Be Great video, and I like her review and her commentary, even though I disagree with about 95% of what she be saying when it comes to Nene, because it makes absolutely no sense. And the main thing I disagree with is the fact that people think everything Nene ever did from the beginning should be held against her in the present time for how people treat her now. Like with Kenya. And Kenya said it. She mad at Nene because she had tried to be, because I remember, I think when Claudia was on there, and Kenya tried to hug Nene, and Nene turned, she don't want nothing to do with her. So Kenya exposed that is why she upset with Nene, because she tried to be friends. She didn't want to be friends. So now you're going to create this your fake beef with Nene. But Nene call your baby buffalo. No, she lying. Saying all this stuff that makes absolutely no sense. And then act like Nene drug you by your hair like Portia did. And you just can't let it go. You bringing all of this up. But why this beef got where it is? You try to befriend Nene and she didn't want to be your friend. I remember that. Nene don't have to be your friend. But you do have to eventually take the olive branch, let it go. If you don't be friends, because she didn't want to be your friend. I don't think Nene was trying to be your friend. She was just, she was just doing everybody say, going to apology to, say she's sorry, olive branch, and let it go. How you gonna say Nene never tried to reach out to you? And then when Annie say, Nene, if you have to text when Nene tried to reach out to you, well, she was blocked. It's crazy. Absolutely no sense. You have to eventually move on. So with her saying Kenya ain't ready to move on, there's nothing to move on from. But so because Kenya ain't ready to move on, she don't have to. But Nene's supposed to keep trying. Well, she don't have to. So when Nene stopped trying and said the F-U bomb 3 different times, and don't even care now about it, or Nene's still bad. Come on now. Let's make it make sense, because it's absolutely not making any sense. So in situations like that where I kind of disagree. But the main thing is what she mentioned about about Phaedra being on Bootcamp, and she said she could be doing that review. I'm definitely gonna be doing that review. And the thing I gotta say about that is, Bravo messed up when they did not pay Phaedra what she wanted to come back for season 12. They said it was in talk. Phaedra needs to take less money like Kenya did and come back as a friend of the show. Why? Why? They allowed Kenya to ruin her marriage. Bravo, letting Kenya get away with all of this. Kenya do anything. And the fact that at the pillow talk where they got in that big old fight, Apollo got his arms wrapped tight around Kenya. It's chaotic. Phaedra goes over there to see her husband, and she see her husband got Kenya all wrapped up in his arm. Total disrespect. And I see Phaedra just turn around and went the other way. That would piss me off. Nobody want to look at that, I just saw clippings. And they show a little bit more. The clippings, and I said, oh, I didn't see that. So I went to screenshot that part with Kenyatta up in his arm, and the look on Phaedra's face when she went to talk to him, and how he was all wrapped up with Kenya, and Phaedra turned looking crazy and walked away. But at the end of the day, when she finally got him out of there, she left. Right then and there, I knew Phaedra was not going to have his back. Then he got himself in all that trouble and thought Phaedra's supposed to have his back. Really? You will get yourself in all this Fed trouble over him and all these white-collar crimes, stealing money from banks, people's bank accounts. You get caught up in all of that. And after the way you treat Phaedra, you thought Phaedra ain't had my back. I wouldn't have your back either if you embarrassed me like that on the TV, fighting for Phaedra. Fighting for Kenya and holding on to Kenya. You know what? If I had your back, I would let it go that day. Now, and then this thing with Candy. She being fired and let go because the information they gave her to put out there for Candy, and it backfired. And Candy used it to basically get Phaedra fired off the show because she couldn't get Portia fired. But when Portia just couldn't deal with it more, and she just threw Phaedra under the bus, which I would have too, because it's unfair. She was told that. So Candy hold her all against Portia and Phaedra, and got Phaedra fired off the show. Phaedra can't come back, or she quitting, or she leaving, or she suing. Now what? Candy don't want her back. The fans want her back because Phaedra has a storyline with Apollo, and he got a girlfriend. So that that's a storyline I would want to see finish out. But now what? They done lost Phaedra to Bootcamp. Now they say Bootcamp is pennies. Nene was on Wendy and find out Phaedra's on Bootcamp, and tell Gracie, me and you need to go on there. I believe Nene going on there next. Nene said Bootcamp paid pretty good. I don't know if they paid what Real Housewives of Atlanta paid, but Nene said they paid pretty good, and she wanted to go on that Bootcamp show, and I believe she going on it. That's why she, sticking to that with Phaedra. Now, you two can be great. She says, Candy will probably show up on Bootcamp. Why? Why would Candy show up on the Bootcamp? She don't want Phaedra back on Real Housewives of Atlanta because she thinks she owned the show. But Phaedra's on there, and now they got all of us Real Housewives of Atlanta viewers all psyched up to see it, because I'm definitely going to see it. Because they say Phaedra, the way they tease Phaedra, and then everybody look like they fighting, Phaedra probably ain't got nothing to do with that fight. Because they teasing her that, oh boy, we ready to see it. And talking about Candy going to come on there with that thing about with Phaedra, I don't think so. Because you think Phaedra's supposed to come back on Housewives of Atlanta as a friend of the show, making $500,000. This woman could go from $1.something million to $500. I don't blame Phaedra. Phaedra is, the show is beneath Phaedra at this point. It will be stepping back in what the old people say back in the day, in your ass. It's just something you don't do. And Phaedra not do. And Phaedra, she look like one of those country girls from the South, She kind of understands that. So let me see what. I knew you was going to click on it. But anyway. So, I don't blame Phaedra. So what Phaedra doing? Phaedra is on Bootcamp, about to blow it up. It's about to become the #1 over Real Housewives of Atlanta. And remember, you heard it here first. I believe Nene is going to go on there. I don't think Candy going on now. Candy might buy her way on it. Like what she's trying to do. Because sometimes you got to let stuff go, because Kenya would not let this your fake beef with Nene go simply because Nene refused to be her friend. She didn't want nothing. She don't want to be her friend. Nobody got time for that foolishness. Especially with that big old fight that you and her and Peter got into, and Peter and Cynthia fell out, and Nene fell out because of Kenya taking somebody else's charity and doing an event, a fundraiser event, and inviting the owner of the fundraiser to the event through a text message. Where you do that at? And then Peter jumps in there about it's a fundraiser. Nene should just let it go and went up there and do everything anyway. I agree. Peter should stay out of Kenya and Nene business. You coming out there giving your opinion until Cynthia don't know what to do. Cynthia should have checked her husband. That's why they're not together now, because you just, like you see, you have an opinion, but you cannot have an opinion with another man's wife like that. Married in medicine with having those, they got it. Them men got an opinion, but they have a tendency to stay out the women's business when they carrying on. And they go home and deal with their wife at home. Like how the church say, women don't speak in the church. You talk to your husband and stuff like that. That's that kind of thing they got going on married to medicine. Not the LA, because they don't take Heavenly and Quad and put them on married to medicine LA. I think that's a good thing. But I just can't. I just can't with that show. Once I watch and they coming behind Real Housewives of Atlanta might be a good thing, but it's a bad thing for me. Because I want to meditate, absorb, not meditate. Yeah, meditate. Absorb the information. Because after it's over with, we want to do reviews, we want to talk about, take our notes, and all of that. We can't do that if we take our time and watch Married to Medicine. That's how come Married to Medicine is not good behind that. And the only reason they're behind Real Housewives of Atlanta is because Real Housewives of Atlanta is #1. But this is the 12th season. In spiritually, 12 is the number of completion. So it's run its course. It's been 13 seasons, because the pilot is the first season. It's been 13 seasons, but so it's been 12-year run completion. 13. It's they say 513 is a bad number, but 13 is actually a good number. So I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but everything gonna be virtual for now. I just don't know how it's gonna turn out, because Nene held out to the end. She had to step back and gain her strength because they were spiritually taking her out. And she listened to her life coach. People make fun and ridicule life coaches because they take a class, sit there and they're able to do what Yvonne and Van Zant do, which is what people need. They need to know how to deal with these spiritual attacks that's on them. The people attack you to the point where it spiritually damages you, emotionally tears you down, causes severe mental meltdown. And they think, oh, she can handle it. Nobody can handle that. Nene says she's human. And Candy going, I'm human, girl. You ever knew you're human, but nobody coming for you. Mark is the one that having you where you is. But anyway, I just wanted to get that little tea because I was listening to her YouTube Can Be Great channel, and the fact that she mentioned Candy might go to boot camp. Only way Candy go to boot camp over there to face us as Phaedra, I don't think it's gonna happen. Because Canada want nothing to do with Phaedra. She don't want Phaedra coming back to reality because she thinks she own it. But it's going to be a whole new Real Housewives of Atlanta. The Real Housewives of Atlanta that Nene created, you might as well take that and put that in the iCards and give her a star for it on the whatever and famous and all of that. Give that to Nene. And then in season 13, you start all over again. And do it the way Kenya, Eva, because Cynthia gonna be gone. And basically the way Candy gonna be doing, because Candy gonna be the highest one on there. And Kenya gonna be number 2 because Kenya's following Candy. If Candy want Real Housewives of Atlanta, she can have it. Because I think in Candy, and you hear it here first, Candy is going to replace Real Housewives of Atlanta with her own show, like Vanderbilt, like Vanderpump, and Kim Zolciak. So that's what they're doing with Candy. So Candy don't take over the whole show. But the thing about it is, you're gonna have to create a whole new thing for Candy. Because this with Nene, and they said that it's on Netflix in the UK and Britain, I think. And that must be where it's gonna be with Candy. I think, I don't know. But anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing the changes and how it turned out. We probably won't be seeing nothing before 2021. Because I don't even know if they're going to, because they keep on with the show opening up and the coronavirus thing. They can't do nothing. But anyway, that's it for this video. Subscribe to the video. Like the video. If you like my talking points, my speak on it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.